Let's play a game. Can you figure out which one is synthesized? That shouldn't have been easy to guess, but the difference was pretty obvious. What's interesting is that, as you look at the graphs, the frequencies are hugely varied. For every single instrument, the synthesized sound has spikes at the low end of the frequency spectrum, while the real instruments produce their largest spikes towards the higher end. Obviously, this implies that my piano keyboard isn't spectacular at mimicking true instrumental sounds. However, looking closer, you can also see that the peaks for the synthesized instruments are super uniform. The actual instruments have a more continuous spectrum of frequencies. This is likely because when producing a manufactured sound, they select certain frequencies. There isn't any variation or human error when creating the note. Okay, so I've imported the WAV files into Audacity and zoomed into the most consistent portion of the sound. Looking at the waves, you can see that the synthesized version is much simpler than the real version. There's less interference, which supports our previous findings that the real instruments have more frequencies than the synthesized do. Take a look. Each time, for the cello, viola, and violin, the synthesized version's wave looks a lot smoother. It has less spikes and is closer to the generic sound wave's shape. You can also see that the sound is, for the most part, continuous. This is because for string instruments with a bow, the string will continue to vibrate consistently as long as the bow is drawn across it. This is important because later you'll see the piano works a lot differently. However, the piano wave behaved differently. For one, the amplitude changed abruptly. It went from very high to very low in a short period of time. This is because a piano works by striking the strings to produce a vibration, so the sound starts loud and gets softer. Also, the waves look very similar. It's harder to discern the difference between real and synthesized. This may be because the synthesizer was supposed to be a piano. We used an electric keyboard. So perhaps there is more priority placed on being able to accurately mimic a piano than a strings instrument.